Warning, this video may contain content that may not be suitable for children or anyone else that is easily offended. Strong language, graphic content, nudity, bad jokes, and a possible idiot, aka myself, may be featured in the following clip. Viewer discretion is advised. Channel is not responsible for any damages that you receive watching this video.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Zims, your happy camper Crow King, and today we're going to be reacting to SCP-682 Waste SCP Foundation trying to get the hard destroy Reptile. This video is by SCP, explains story and animation, so you guys have to ready to shoot the description box, click on the link and watch the video to the entirety, because I'm going to be pausing and stopping and talking through the whole thing. Thank you guys so much for recent support. Keep doing what you guys are doing, and the videos will keep coming. 5,200 right around a quarter, man, so hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, your new channel, my name is Reprisalzems, and to the crow's nest. This lizard looks like Jeff Hardy if he got transformed into a lizard from some curse or something, bro. His bangs, his hair is pressed, straightened, and all that. So we're about to find out what's so hard about this reptile to kill, because you know I'm a big fan of killing these damn creatures, but y'all say it's not a good thing because they can turn on you and kill everybody or destroy the world, but I don't know about all that. I'll take my chances. But for now, let's get it. Ooh, that was crispy. Dang.
SCP-682 must be destroyed as soon as possible. So begins the SCP Foundation file on the dreaded SCP-682, a highly intelligent reptilian monster that has, despite the Foundation's best efforts, proved impossible to kill. It may not be the most dangerous SCP out there, considering that some are capable of eliminating entire realities, but it's one of the most iconic. And you've probably heard tales of the monster that death forgot, and you know exactly why everyone is so afraid of the so-called hard-to-kill reptile.
You can never see
me.
It's
been subjected to some of the most deadly weapons and traps the Foundation could devise, and survived attacks from some of its deadliest fellow SCPs. But before we tell you about the Foundation's many failed assassination attempts against the so-called hard-to-kill reptile, we need a little more groundwork on what this creature even is.
It's a
the
lizard.
first thing to know about SCP-682 is that this thing wants you and everything you know dead. Unlike some other creatures like SCP-096 and SCP-173, which are murderous but exhibit no real higher processing skills, SCP-682 possesses cunning, advanced reasoning, and even human-level logical intelligence. SCP-682 can engage you in conversation, but just talking to the creature calmly and cordially will sometimes cause it to enter its rage state, where it becomes even more dangerous and volatile.
So what they're saying is this thing is a reptile, but it can sit in a rocking chair, read newspaper, New York Times, bro, all that crossword puzzle, Sudoku, but as soon as you talk to this thing, it tries to kill you. So I guess he gets mad because you're not as intelligent as him. And for you guys' information, I learned how to say it. It's anomaly, okay? I been knew that from the last video. Yeah, but now I don't know, bro. This lizard's kind of weird. They say I don't know what it is. It looks like a goth version of Reptile from the Rugrats, but we'll see.
Beast is perpetually kept in a tank of powerful hydrochloric acid, melting its tissue to prevent it from reaching its full potential and going on a rampage. The creature's most terrifying asset, and the reason it's proven impossible to terminate thus far, is its incredible adaptability to any and all external stimuli. 682 is a reactive being, capable of not only surviving and regenerating from all attacks, but often incorporating those attacks into its own wide arsenal. In other words, if you're hoping to kill this thing, you better kill it on the first hit. Because if you don't, you better believe it's gonna hit you back 100 times.
He's about to clap his cheeks.
This brings us to the main event. Some of the SCP Foundation's most ambitious and frightening attempts to terminate SCP-682. Or even understand how it could theoretically be terminated. There are quite literally too many unsuccessful attempts for us to list them all here, so think of this as a highlight reel of the Foundation's most prominent failures. 682 was first cross-tested with SCP-017, a humanoid shadow entity shown to be able to consume matter with its shadows and leave no traces behind. Tests on tissue samples from 682 showed that SCP-017 was able to consume said tissues with no adverse effects. However, when SCP-017 was placed into the containment chamber with the actual creature, 682 let out a horrific roar that was so loud it damaged nearby audio equipment. SCP-017 fled to the corner of the room, and 682, in its rage state, attempted to breach containment. Agents managed to suppress and remove the creature, but no meaningful damage was logged. Attempt failed. SCP-173, the killer statue, was later brought in, hoping that its thus far impeccable track record for killing would hold strong.
Bruh, SCP does not know the powers of Mountain Dew.
Bruh.
Give that thing a can of Code Red, and you know what? Give them the original. The original will probably just do some damage. I think giving them Code Red or Blue, whatever it is, bro, is definitely going to tear up his intestines. You don't want to kill him too bad. That's like extreme torture. But, you know what I'm saying? Give him the Mountain Dew, bruh. Wait like 10 minutes or so, but if you actually really want to kill him, bro, take him to Taco Bell and then give him a Mountain Dew, bro. His whole intestines is about to blow his back out, bro. His whole spine coming out when he poops. I'm telling you, bro. Tell you not, bro. Mountain Dew's the devil.
The second that 173 was introduced into the testing area, 682 retreated to the far wall and began screeching intensely. It was intelligent enough to know what it was dealing with here. While the researchers and guards expected an instantaneous reaction, there was actually a stalemate for over 6 hours, as 682 stared at 173 continuously. Eventually, the tie was broken when agents shot out 682's eyes with high-caliber sniper rifles, breaking the line of sight and causing 173 to attack. Though 682 sustained damage to several parts of its body, while its eyes regenerated, the creature was not killed. It then regenerated a number of eyes all over its body, covered in a clear armored carapace that made them resistant to bullets. The stalemate continued for an additional 12 hours as 682 maintained perpetual eye contact. 173 was eventually removed from the containment unit, and the mission was aborted. Attempt failed. In their desperation, the SCP Foundation restored to bringing in another dangerous and seemingly unkillable monster to take on 682. SCP-096, also known as the Shy Guy.
Yeah.
As astute SCP fans will already know, this being kills anything that sees its face, with no known exceptions, and when it enters its attack mode, it's thought to be quite literally unstoppable. Or at least, it was. While SCP-096 was able to destroy 85% of 682's original body mass during their 27-hour battle,
that's not bad.
It was left mentally broken, wounded, and huddled in the corner. To this day, if ever confronted with SCP-682, the Shy Guy reacts in pure terror, turning away and clawing at its own face. Attempt failed. During a deadly containment breach,
I don't think you guys understand if you guys didn't see that last video. This dude was the dude that was running like, and he was getting shot at by missiles, bruh. Not just from from military aircraft, bruh. He got blown up, bruh. Ran through that, and he killed all these soldiers, bruh. He's cowering in the corner like a little beast. We take a beautiful person and have him shapeshift into SCP-682, and it'll be a good ass fight because he's fighting himself. Because if he shapeshift into him, they have the same power, so he will know how to be defeated because it's himself. Because you know your weakness, bro. I think I need to be put on the SCP Foundation's higher roster 100% because my tactics are impeccable.
682 also went head-to-head organically with another iconic SCP Hall of Famer, SCP-106, also known as the Old Man. The Old Man and a shape-shifting psionic anomaly known as SCP-953 broke into 682's containment cell.
Hold on, 953 looking kind of good. What's your power, girl?
The man pulled both of his fellow anomalous combatants into his pocket dimension to continue the battle on his terms. However, despite losing 67% of his body mass during the ensuing pocket dimension showdown, 682 still prevailed, with the Old Man eventually fleeing back to his cell and 953 being collected and taken away by agents. Once again, SCP-682 continued to hold the title. But it wasn't just cross-testing experiments, intentional or otherwise. The SCP Foundation's quest to kill 682 led them to a number of more conventional murder methods, all with varying degrees of success. Due to SCP-682's highly adaptive abilities, some methods were discounted from the outset. For example, launching a powerful thermonuclear missile at the creature was soundly rejected by O5 Command, on the premise that if the creature wasn't destroyed and evolved to the point where it could shrug off nukes, humanity would be pretty much done for. Other ideas were abandoned just for being too ridiculous, such as one researcher's suggestion to fly the creature through the air and drop it from a considerable height, hoping to kill it with a high-altitude impact.
That's stupid.
I'm not sure we even need to tell you why that's a terrible idea, but during the experiments on SCP-682, the studies ranged from honest to incompetent to straight-up evil. One guest researcher fed 2 small innocent children to the creature just to see what would happen. He was then himself fed to the creature for his sadistic behavior,
Yes, you
which
did.
was viewed as getting in the way of his professional conduct.
Yo, boy, himself.
After all, the Foundation is meant to be cold, not cruel. It was SCP-682 that had the monopoly on cruelty.
We'll kill you, but we'll kill you under certain circumstances for science. Man, I'm tired of this, bro. Let's stop playing these games, bro. Put me in the cage with SCP-682, bro. I'm telling you how it's going down. So you're the one that's been causing problems, huh?
Oh, please. Thank you. Damn.
The medic kill agents were a resounding failure. They attempted to dismember 682 with a powerful laser, only to have the creature develop reflective surfaces that displaced the beam and caused catastrophic damage to the area around it. They attempted to kill the creature by sucking all the air out of its containment facility and create a vacuum, but it expelled a dangerous gaseous compound that reacted violently and exploded when air was once again introduced into the room. The Foundation used high-precision blades to slice SCP-682 into approximately 12,000 pieces, then separated these pieces. Unsurprisingly, by this point, this attempt also failed.
What?
The 12,000 pieces reformed a short while later into the fully operational killing machine we all know and fear. In one particularly frightening display of intelligence and adaptability, the Foundation attempted to kill 682 with extreme heat, but it shielded itself by developing a second carapace composed of solid helium. When personnel entered the room following the failed attempt on the creature's life, it shattered its helium carapace into deadly shards that fired around the room and shredded all Foundation personnel in attendance. It had set a trap, and that trap had been wildly successful. The creature's ability to adapt to seemingly any offense is unparalleled, to the point where Foundation staff have no idea how to classify this creature, whether it's organic, inorganic, or even alive at all based on any definitions we could
Better
understand.
not be Euclid.
At every turn, the creature just raised more questions. What is it? Is it possible to destroy it at all by any means? Who was even trying to kill who here? Because it certainly seemed like SCP-682 had a masterful KD ratio by now.
He does.
More extreme feats of cross-testing continued in the Foundation's growing desperation to eliminate this monster. SCP-162, which is a hypnotic ball of sharp objects, hooks, and high-tension fishing line, was introduced to 682's containment cell. The hooks latched onto the creature and tore huge portions off, including its entire lower jaw and one of its limbs. However, 682 was still able to breach containment, kill 11 people, and badly wound 86 others. It regenerated its severe injuries in no time. The beast was even taken to the domain of the Gate Guardian, one of the proposals for SCP-001. The Guardian had a flaming sword hotter than the sun, capable of destroying its targets on an atomic level. Naturally, SCP-682 survived and regenerated.
Bro, put some respect on this thing's name, bro. He's not going nowhere, bro. Why y'all keep testing this lizard, bro? He's not selling car insurance. It's not Geico, bro. This dude escaped the hooks. He's like, all right, y'all want to play? He got out, killed 11 people and injured 86. The 86 was just like, okay, keep playing. I'm gonna come back and finish off the rest of y'all, bro. He can wipe out this whole base if he wanted to. And he's just giving them chance after chance. And I don't even know how they're even getting a chance to do it. They trained him and he still did it in his sleep, bro.
Perhaps the most fascinating cross-test of all was between 682 and SCP-053,
I don't know what that is.
who manifests as a kind, innocent little girl with the unfortunate condition of causing homicidal tendencies in all who come into contact with her for more than 10 minutes. The people with these tendencies would then attempt to harm the girl, but would immediately drop dead shortly after, leaving the girl intact. The researchers present anticipated 2 possible outcomes here. The optimistic outcome, in which 682 enters a rage state, attacks 053, and died for good. And the realistic outcome, in which 682 attacks 053, possibly experiencing some minor injury or nothing at all, and 053 had to be removed from the containment cell. But that didn't happen.
What happened?
What did occur was considerably more shocking than any kind of violence. When 053 entered 682's containment chamber, the monster became uncharacteristically docile. Researchers and staff were baffled and watched with amazement as 053 approached the terrifying, immortal, mass-murdering monster and began to play with it. 682 even allowed 053 to draw on its face with crayons. Researchers thought they must have been dreaming, seeing this surreal display play out. 053 even appeared to have affection for this unkillable misanthrope. It was a single act in defiance of everything they thought they knew. When Foundation personnel entered the containment cell to separate the two, 682 went ballistic and killed multiple guards. 053 also wept, sad at being separated from her new friend. To this day, despite further testing, the Foundation has no idea how or why this happened. Like many details surrounding SCP-682, it's shrouded in deeply frustrating mystery. And so the tale of SCP-682 continues, in spite of the Foundation's best efforts. The monster continues to breach containment and slaughter with some regularity, taking out its seemingly limitless hatred for not only human beings, but anything that dares draw breath. Nobody knows where exactly the creature is from, what its true nature is, or why its ability to adapt and regenerate far exceeds any known organism on this planet. Perhaps one day, through enough research and cross-testing, we can someday answer these questions with scientific precision. But until then, we only have one answer. Hatred
Crazy.
never dies.
They want to know where he's from. He's from the SCP-682. He tricked them. They was hoodwinked, bamboozled. He didn't land on SCP. The SCP Foundation landed on him. Put another SCP in the cage with this thing, and it became her pet. Now, not only you have to deal with Bonnie, now you got Clyde. Now you got two of these things that potentially like each other, and now he's about to go probably keep killing until he finds her, bro. I was surprised. 053, maybe he just likes kids. They should have, then again, killed children already. So maybe it's just like a stalemate. He became docile, so maybe SCP-053 is stronger than SCP-682. You letting them draw on your face and slap you around and do all this, and you not doing anything? Oh yeah, SCP-053 is probably more dangerous. I feel like he knows he met his match, and he's not willing to take those chances, because if you tried to kill her, he was gonna drop dead. It don't matter who you are. If you try to attack her, you're gonna drop dead. So maybe that's his final weakness, but at the same time, SCP-053, whatever, likes it, so it's not gonna ever happen. But now, she got her Red Dead Redemption horse now, bro. That's it, it's a wrap. She put a saddle on that thing, it's game over. It's about to be Attack on Titans inside the SCP Foundation. But yeah, man, if you guys enjoyed this content, man, it was by SCP Explain Story Animation. So you guys have to make sure you shoot down the description box, click on the link and watch it in entirety, because I was pausing and stopping and talking through the whole thing. Thank you guys so much for all the support that you guys been doing. If you guys need to channel, Reprisalzems, and welcome to the Crow's Nest. But again, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. I don't know why I'm so hyper today. SCP-053 told him and started saying it to him. She was like, I'm an island boy.